MoBeer. Today is a magical day in MoBeer history. It's long history. Today, I've got my son Tyler with me. You've met him before. You met him at Christmas time when we did our MoBeer Festivus and we had our airing of grievances. And I don't even remember what your grievance was. It doesn't matter. I don't listen anyway. I'm his dad. But that's the point. This boy here just turned 21 years old. And you know what that means here in America? Legal drinking age. So we're about to have his first beer together. I know what you're saying. Some of you have your first beer with your kids at like 5 years old. To each their own. We're just talking legal here. So, Tyler, this is your first beer.
Yeah.
You have never, in your 21 years before, gone to a party or snuck my. This is a judgment-free zone. You will never again you can't get in trouble for anything you did before 21 when it comes to beer right now.
Not on purpose.
You've never what does not on purpose mean?
I mean, when I was little, I accidentally drank beer at a party for like a family party.
Accidentally drank beer.
So, I was like 5 years old.
All right. So like your grandfather left a beer around, and
Yeah.
you took a sip. You're like, oh
It was
no,
you,
that's not my
actually.
juice box.
It was
Oh,
you.
it was me. Of course it was me. Parental advice number 1: always label your beer.
Yeah, no, never on purpose. Never
So
been interested.
you go to college, right?
I do.
You are a junior. You're going to be a senior in college, actually.
It's true.
And you've never, none of your roommates, none of your friends have ever said, Tyler, you got to have a beer, and you've never had a beer.
They have, and I was just like, nah, I'm good.
But you've never had it.
Nope.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to turn my back. And you're going to tell the camera, you're going to tell the MoBeer world the truth. Now, whatever that truth is, I'll even fast forward it. I don't even know. We're at about 2 minutes into we're already 2 minutes in?
No.
Oh, no, we goofed around first. All right. So no one take, no edits. So I'm going to turn my back. You tell the camera. You look in the camera. You give them a hard yes or a hard no.
No.
All right.
I don't know.
It was supposed to be a head shake,
yeah,
but
it's
not
just don't know.
telling me, so I just heard the no. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to have our first beer together in our MoBeer glasses. Go to the Facebook page, shop, got all kinds of merch. Glassware, stickers, shirts, glasses. I already said glasses. Hats, jerseys, button down. So I gave this a lot of thought. What should be your first beer? And so drinking beer it's like drinking anything else. It's like soda. If you have Moxie as your first soda, you can say the same thing about soda. You would say, oh, I don't ever want another soda again, not realizing that you've got Sprite and Coke and Pepsi and Cherry Coke and Orange and Ginger Ale and all the other things, right? You understand what I'm saying there? Juice. If your first juice you ever had was prune juice, you could say, I'm never drinking another juice, but then you don't get the gloriousness of orange juice or apple juice or what have you. So you need to keep an open mind when it comes to beer.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to bring you in having a great IPA or a stout or a doppel or just one of those. We're going to start with what's affordable. All right. So I gave this a lot of thought. I'm going to go to the refrigerator back here. Tyler, you entertain them while I grab our beer here.
Why is it gonna take so long to grab beer?
Well, because I gotta find the opener too. I found the opener. All right.
Got like 30 in here.
All right. So we are gonna start with the High Life. Can't see that because of the sun and the lighting, but everybody knows what it looks like. This is what they actually call the champagne of beers. You know why they call it the champagne of beers?
It looks like champagne.
Looks like champagne. You see the carbonation. You'll see the carbonation when I open it, and it's just like bubbles. It looks like that. And also, same thing with champagne. Like if you started with champagne and you said this is the first alcoholic beverage I ever had, you're probably not going to want to drink alcohol because champagne's only for special occasions and it's that way for a reason and it's not very special. So, High Life. This is your cheap, affordable beer. This is the ones you can get like a 30-pack for like $16, whereas, if you look at your really good beer, you can get like 2 beers for $16.
It's crazy.
So, right, there's a financial responsibility when it comes to beer, too. So, this is one of those bottom dwellers. This is what's called an American adjunct lager. An American adjunct lager means that it's made with rice instead of like barley and wheat because these things came out after the Depression, or after Prohibition. So, companies wanted to make fast beer, and they didn't want the fermentation process to take very long, and also they wanted to make it cheap. Hence, that's why this is cheap beer. Just with your limited beer knowledge, can you tell me what else is wrong with this? No.
Glass
This is going to be a
clear.
series. What did you just say? Tell my public.
The
A proud
glass-
daddy moment.
The glass is clear.
The glass is clear. Do you know why that's bad?
No, you just complain about it a lot.
Well, I don't complain about anything. The reason it's bad is because any light is bad for beer. So that's why ideally you want it in a can, and then that's why you have the darker glasses and see-through. So this isn't going to be very good for very long. So Miller High Life, this is about 4.5% alcohol is usually what they are, and I should have let you open that. You need experience to open it, but you've opened plenty of root beer bottles in your life. All right, let's pour together.
Okay.
This first pour, here it is. We're getting text messages and messages from our fans here. So, a good pour. Let's tilt that glass. Tilt that glass. Tilt that glass. There you go. And then bring it up slowly and get yourself a good head. That's not bad. Look at that. He knows how to pour a beer. It's beautiful. Okay. So you got the head. See why they call it the champagne?
Very bubbly.
A beer in the MoBeer glass. The champagne of beer. All right. You look frightened. You look
terrified. It
petrified.
smells so bad.
What does it smell like?
Bad. It smells so bad. This smells like if you like poured beer onto something and then smelled that. It smells really bad.
He really is going to get a college education. It smells like if you poured beer onto something, it would smell like beer.
It smells like really old beer.
All right. This is the first in a series. Tyler's going to try different types of beer over the course of the summer. This is Tyler's Summer of Beer. # Tyler's Summer of Beer.
First I'm hearing about this.
It's going to be awesome. So, the champagne of beers, Miller High Life, 4.6% alcohol, made by Miller Brewing Company. Here we go. Yep. Hold on. We gotta put it in slow-mo. This is slow-mo beer. This is a father and a son's first beer together. This really is our first beer together. MoBeer. All right. Here's to you, Tyler.
Oh, that's terrible.
Did you take a sip? Look at my glass. Look at yours. You didn't even drink the head off of it yet. You need to fill your mouth with it.
I did.
Fill your mouth.
I wish I hadn't.
Fill it. Come on. Fill it up. Fill her up.
Oh, that's nasty.
You're still sipping. What does it taste like? It doesn't even have any flavor.
No, that's it. It tastes like if you poured like a really small amount of alcohol in water. Ugh.
So I agree with you. This beer's crap.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's so this is what they call like a lawn mowing beer. Like you're just mowing your lawn on a hot day and you just want
Because
something
it
to
tastes
quench
like
your
gasoline,
thirst.
so you can put it in your lawnmower.
That probably you could do that afterwards, or it's like a drink it in the at a football game or a baseball game. But so here's a fact. Nobody tried their first beer and said, I love beer. It's an acquired taste, or it's a peer pressure taste, or I didn't actually love beer until I was in my early 30s. So it is an acquired taste. But here's the good news.
I don't want to acquire
Like I
that.
told you, this is like the Moxie of beers. This is like the prune juice of juices. This is like the strawberry milk of milk flavors.
I like strawberry milk.
Well, then there you go. There's a hope for it. However, irregardless, Tyler has had his first beer. Tyler and MoBeer have had their first beers together. This has been Beautiful Moments by MoBeer. Tune in again when the next... You know what? I'm going to leave it up to you people. What do you think Tyler's next beer should be? Any category, any flavor. You tell me. You tell us what it'll be. You tell me what you think Tyler, as a first-time beer drinker, will like. We knew he wasn't going to like this stuff. This is why our demographic really is kind of 25 and over. Because, you know, when you're just getting to learn beers, you're kind of going for the cheap stuff. You can only afford so much. The acquired taste comes later. The craft beer comes later. But regardless, one more sip for you as we sign off here. We're going to toast our crowd. We're going to toast to all those 21-year-olds out there. We're going to toast to father and son moments. MoBeer. You're not drinking it. You
Nope.
just put your lip up to it.
Sure
you didn't
did.
take a sip.
Nope.
He's manly enough to grow the shaggy Johnny Depp here, but not manly enough to drink his beer. All right, MoBeer.